Welcome, welcome. So today this is going to be the reading that I promised I was going to do for the Divine Masculine Collective. And I was sitting down in meditation for a little bit, just to open up to the energies that I wanted to come through. And at first I kind of felt like a bit of a wall, like nothing was coming through. And then it kind of dawned on me that there's a masculine energy here, or a divine masculine collective, who has been reluctant with opening up. I mean, we know that this is very common, like for situations, whether this is twin flame or soulmate or whatever your love connection is. And this doesn't even have to be, about somebody that you were in a relationship with or some kind of situationship. So this could be a part of yourself. So I do want to also preface this reading by saying that it's important for us to stay open to that, because we all have both feminine and masculine energies inside of us. So the feminine side is the part of us that is intuitive, flexible, open, receptive, right? And the divine masculine energy, the masculine side of us, is the part of us that is more active, that tends to be more logical, practical, and structured. So keep an open mind with, whatever messages are going to be coming through here today for the Divine Masculine Collective. And there's also something here that I wanted to say, that for this Divine Masculine Collective that I'm tapping into, there is, again, that reluctance with opening up. And I almost feel this need, to have compassion for the masculine collective. And by having compassion, I'm not saying that we're condoning maybe past behaviors that were unacceptable, or that we're not, validated in being angry with the divine masculines. But there's something here to do with having compassion. And if you watch that last reading that I did for the Divine Feminine, towards the end, we did pull the Jesus Christ card that talked about forgiveness. And I thought that that was perfect, because, we were using the Mary Magdalene Divine Feminine Oracle deck, and there we received the energy of Yeshua, so the divine counterpart of Mary Magdalene. So there is a strong emphasis here on the energy of forgiveness. And I'm going to pull this card, which I left here on top here of the deck for us to kind of pick up where we left off with the energy of the masculine collective. So if you are the divine feminine watching, and there is some kind of love situation here, or whether you are the masculine, I do want to encourage an energy of not just openness, but also compassion, right? To allow the masculine energy to feel safe enough to come through. All right, so it's all about energy, right? It's almost like this is going to be an invitation for us to, even for a moment, let go of our preconceived notions, our past hurts, or unspoken truths or misunderstandings, and just for a moment stay open to whatever messages the Divine Masculine Collective wants to share with us. All right, so without further ado, let's get started here, and we're going to take a look at what the Divine Masculine Collective wants to share with us today. Okay, so I'm going to be using the Energy Oracle cards. So, for the Divine Masculine Collective, for whoever is watching this reading, whenever you come across this reading, so what do we need to know from the Divine Masculine Collective today? We have the third chakra, Archangel Chamuel. Okay, so this is the solar plexus chakra. Yeah, to me, like, this is the drive, right? Like the sense of purpose and direction. So maybe there's something here about the masculine energy that is pulling us into something kind of like a soul calling, is what I'm getting here for somebody, especially in combination with this card of the temple path. There is a soul path here that this masculine collective is being called to align at this time. It's almost like this pull, and I'm getting like this energy is so strong that it can no longer be ignored. And I think the invitation here for the Divine Masculine Collective as well is for them to heed the call and to go in the direction that they're being called to go to. Okay, so right away, I'm feeling like there's different energies for both the feminine and the masculine. Like I said, like for the divine feminine, I almost feel like we're being invited to kind of drop our guard down for a little bit. And I don't mean, you know, completely letting go of your boundaries. I know there are different situations for different people out there. So only do what feels right for you. But even if energetically, like I'm not saying, you know, pick up the phone and call this person or try to get close to them, but I'm saying like energetically or emotionally speaking, like creating the space for yourself where you can you know, just stay open-minded and non-judgmental. I guess that's the right way to say it, right? Like to be non-judgmental even for a brief moment. Again, it doesn't mean that whatever happened is okay. It's just that we are creating the space even for a brief moment to allow this masculine energy to come through. Yeah, and I feel like that's the thing, right? It's like some of these masculines, they want to communicate, and I've been picking up on this energy for some time, okay? But with this card here of hostilities at the bottom of the deck, like they can sense that the divine feminine is a little defensive at times, okay? Like this puts them in a position of feeling stuck, of not knowing what to do, because it's like on one hand, they know that they have to take action, like they have to go in the direction of the divine feminine collective, you know, to do something about this, you know, to be proactive about this, because that's what the masculine energy does. Like it takes action, okay? Especially for a collective here, where if you've dealt with a masculine energy, maybe the ball has been in their court and you've been waiting for them to do something about it, but at the same time, it's almost like the universe is coming through here to say, it's like, what is the signal that you're sending out? Right? Because it's like sometimes we say, yeah, or he's not doing anything, like he's not really coming towards me. But it's like if you are sending out this energy of defensiveness and hostilities, you know, like we sometimes think that the masculine isn't he isn't intuitive, but he experiences his intuition in his own way. I almost feel like his intuition is connected with his ability to take action. It's like they sense if the feminine is open, right? Especially, you know, in this dynamic, you know, the feminine has this role that she needs to play, right? Of needing to stay open, whereas the masculine is the one that is practical and takes action. So it's like in order for these energies to be aligned and be on the same page, like the divine feminine needs to drop her guard a little bit. Again, I'm not saying that you shouldn't have boundaries at all, but you know, there's a difference between having boundaries versus having this hostility and this resentment towards the masculine. So there's something here where, again, like in this dynamic that is playing out, like if this masculine energy is feeling pulled to go in a specific direction, it's like, what is the signal that you're sending out to this masculine right now? Like, are you staying open in case they do want to come through? Because I do sense that for some of these masculine energies out there, like they're wanting to set the record straight, they're wanting to do things right, but they don't know if it's too late. You know, like what I said, they don't know what to do because they don't know how you're going to react. They don't know if you're going to have like this energy of hostilities towards them, which for some of you, I do think that it could be quite valid, right? Like natural that you're feeling this way. And if you're feeling this way, if you're feminine energy watching and you're feeling like this sense of defensiveness, like this resistance towards receiving this masculine, you really have to ask yourself if that's something that you want, you know, if this is something that you're ready for. And if it is something that you want, like there's something here that you need to work through for yourself, okay, in order to allow to stay open, right, and receptive to this masculine energy that could be wanting to come in. Okay, so we also have the storm warning here at the bottom of the deck. I do feel like there's a lot of changes that could be happening here. Like a storm is brewing is what I'm getting. Yeah? Okay. Interesting. So I'm actually going to leave it here as far as the oracle cards go. And now we're going to clarify with the tarot cards and we're going to see. So I think I'm going to use this Light Seers deck. And we're going to clarify some of these cards here. And we're starting out here with the Ten of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Happy family situation here for somebody. Maybe a wish come true, some kind of wish fulfillment. You're happily ever after. Okay, so let's begin with this energy of all tied up. Like, what is the, why is the masculine collective here feeling all tied up? I mean, we're gonna go deeper into it and see what comes up here. So what is this energy of all tied up? So this card fell on the floor, which is so interesting. Like, look at such contrasting energy here coming out with the Chariot. Like, this is the opposite of all tied up. Yeah, to me this is movement, it's action, it's going in a specific direction, which I was already picking up here with the solar plexus energy. It's this masculine, it's feeling a sense of purpose. Okay, this isn't just, you know, any impulsive action. No, I feel like this is something that's been aligning or harmonizing for them. Okay, like this is something that again is related to purpose, it is related to meaning. Okay, but there is an energy here for this masculine collective where they could be breaking free from some kind of situation that's been keeping them stuck. It could be the end of that. Let's take one more. I feel like if it's pretty self-explanatory, but let's take a few more here for this. Oh my gosh, and now we're getting the Death card. So this is major transformation. Yeah, okay, so that pretty much, you know, sums what this energy is. It's like what I had said before, right? Like if there was some kind of, you know, situation here that they were all tied up in, they are freeing themselves from it. Okay, there's something here that's transformed in this masculine collective that I'm connecting with here. Like they're not the same. If this is somebody that you've dealt with in the past, like they're no longer the same person that you remember. Okay, so this person is coming through as a changed version of themselves, like they're ready to take action, they're ready to go in a specific direction. I'm getting like this is a masculine energy who's stepping more fully into his own power, right? Like embodying the energy of the divine masculine, of taking charge when he needs to, of being in control of his own destiny, right? Like no longer allowing people to make decisions for himself, like taking the wheels here. Okay, and being in command again of his own life, like becoming the captain of their own ship. Wow, this is very interesting. Okay, so let's take a look at this storm warning. So what is the storm warning? We're getting the Ace of Swords. Okay, it's this energy of clarity. It's like once you see something, you cannot unsee it. Okay, but I'm also getting here clearing the air. All right, so there's something about this energy of the Ace of Swords, like this truth that is coming out, that it must destroy something first before we can rebuild. You know what they say, like the truth can be hard to accept. It can cause, you know, tremendous change is what I'm getting here with the energy of the storm warning. Again, it's the energy of destruction and chaos. But ultimately, it is what sets you free. So that could have been something here for this masculine, right? Like whatever this experience of being all tied up is, that was keeping them stuck. And there's something here about their truth that is setting them free. But it's like in the process, there's been a deconstruction, some kind of destruction that's had to take place. Okay, so what is this truth? What is this truth for this divine masculine collective? We're getting the Three of Swords coming out in reverse. They've gone through some pain here. And it could have been something difficult for them to accept. I'm getting like for some of them, they broke their own heart. And they're realizing that now, and it's a hard pill to swallow for them. You know, it's like looking in the mirror and recognizing the part that you had to play in some kind of situation that they created for themselves here. But I'm also getting like an energy of undoing, like undoing something here, right? It's like reverting this energy of the Three of Swords, this heartbreak. And of course, you know, like once something happens energetically and it changes you, you know, fundamentally, like who you are at the core, like there is no undoing what's already been done. But I'm almost picking up on an energy here for this masculine of maybe making amends. Yeah, I'm getting setting the record straight. Okay, so what else do we need to know about this truth? We have the Six of Pentacles, like paying their dues. It's like they've paid their dues. And it's interesting because we are getting the woman holding a coin here at the bottom of the deck. If that's a feminine, you know, energy that they've been dealing with. But it's like this masculine has had to pay their dues. Okay, what else do we need to know about this change? We're getting the Three of Cups, so there is an energy here of friendship, of celebration. I'm getting this as positive change. Okay, remember how I was talking about like making amends here with this card of the Three of Swords in the reverse? Now with this energy of the Three of Cups, to me it's, you know, having better times ahead, like cultivating maybe friendships, new relationships. And of course, this could have involved some kind of third-party situation here, especially since I was also picking up in this woman holding a coin. And by the way, let me clarify what this could be, because I do think it's all connected. So who is this woman holding a coin? We're getting the Nine of Swords. Who? I'm getting somebody here is stressed about finances. Like if this is a feminine energy in their life, like, you know, there could be some worry about finances here. I'm getting this energy is coming through from this feminine. Like they are, if there's a feminine energy here that is involved in this masculine's life, they're worried about money. Let me ask the question actually. So what else do we need to know about her? We're getting the Five of Wands. Whew. These are not, you know, easy energies to deal with. Like there's stress, anxiety, there's conflict. I'm getting like whoever this is, they're not on the same page anymore. I'm getting like they have different priorities. Okay. I'm also getting different agenda. Like whoever this feminine energy is around this masculine, they have a different agenda that is not aligned with this masculine. And maybe this is part of what this masculine is realizing too with this energy of the Ace of Swords, like this clarity that he's getting is that if there's this feminine energy here, because, you know, it could be somebody that they were involved with romantically, but it's almost like they're arriving at this realization that him and this other person are not really on the same page. I'm getting they don't have as many things in common anymore. Okay, so this is very interesting. Let's take a few cards here from the Keeperish and see what else comes up here, because sometimes the tarot can only take you so far. I'm gonna ask, what is the situation here? Like this woman holding a coin and this divine masculine energy that is coming through. What do we need to know? We're getting self-love. Let's get a few more. Oops. Okay, we're getting a lot of cards here that are coming out. We're not gonna take them. Okay, so the situation between the divine masculine that we're connecting with today and this woman holding a coin. What about the situation do we need to know? My gosh, we're getting karma coming out with the nice guy. So this could be a karmic feminine that we're dealing with. And again, there's something here about money that is involved in the situation. And what I had said earlier with this energy of the Six of Pentacles is that this masculine has had to pay their dues. And I feel like they have. Like with this card of karma coming out, like with this tremendous change and transformation they have gone through, what I'm getting here is the energy of a masculine who has ended a karmic cycle. This is part of the change, right? It's like with every ending comes a new beginning. And there's something about this new beginning for this masculine where he is seeing things a lot clearer now. Like maybe they see the error of their ways. You know, I think that they've completed a major cycle here. And now they're coming through as this nice guy. You know, going back to what I had said earlier with this card of death, it's like they no longer are the person that you used to remember them by. Okay, so maybe they acted like a jerk, you know, and now they're coming through here as a nice guy. It's like, yeah, I, you know, fucked around and found out. I've learned my lesson and I'm a different person now. So take it as it fits, you know, like obviously check in with your intuition. Like, do you feel, because if you are, you know, a feminine energy that is connecting with this masculine, maybe your intuition has been telling you something about this masculine. Like maybe you're already feeling and sensing within yourself that this person has changed. So I shouldn't be telling you anything that you don't know already. If anything, these messages should be confirmation for you. But let's take a few more. So about this divine masculine, because we're going to get ready here to close this reading. What else do we need to know about this divine masculine? Yeah, just anything else that we need to know about this divine masculine energy. We have distant future. Could be somebody that you've known for a long time. We have conflict, intuitive calf, imprisonment. Okay, this conflict is reminding me of that energy of the Five of Wands. I almost feel like some of these messages are repeating themselves. This imprisonment is reminding me of the all tied up card that we already have here. Okay, but there is somebody here that I feel you have a psychic connection with. Like maybe you guys connect telepathically also. That's how you would know whether or not this person has changed. But for somebody here, I mean, very specific message, but somebody could be in jail, obviously, you know, by the depiction of this card. Somebody could be far away. It could be somebody that you haven't seen in a very long time. And this could be a relationship or some kind of, you know, connection that has gone the distance, or it does have the potential to go the distance. Okay, so distractions reminding me of that storm warning card. We're not gonna end here quite yet, because we are also gonna take a few cards from the Hidden Truth Oracle and see. So if this reading has resonated for you so far, what messages do you need to know? What additional messages we have? I bury myself in work to forget you. Let's see what else. You were the best thing in my life. Yeah. I feel like they destroyed something that was dear to them. It's almost like this energy of self-sabotage, which, you know, I think it's one thing for the masculine energies, which is why, you know, that's part of the compassion and the forgiveness, is that it's not really personal. I know it can, you know, be hard to kind of look at it from in a way where, you know, it doesn't feel personal. But yeah, I think they just had to go through their own karma, right? Like learn their own lessons. We also have, I want to feel that way again. Maybe the two of you have been together, you have spent good times together. There's something about your energy that's lingered with this masculine. I'm getting a way that they've never felt about anybody else before, and they're wanting to feel that way again. Yeah, remember, with the energy of the Divine Feminine, the reading that I did, there was something there about recognition. I think this is part of that recognition that this masculine is experiencing. Okay, is that they know, they understand now that they feel some way about you that they haven't felt about anybody else. We also have, you and I were too young. I am becoming a better person. Yeah, nice guy. And sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. Alrighty. Okay. This is going to be us closing this reading with some messages from the romance angels. So for your Divine Masculine, we're sending them love today. We're sending them compassion, giving them a bit of, benefit of doubt. So the first card we have here is wedding. The situation involves marriage. We also have keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Okay, I'm getting that you and this person could be different on a physical or maybe superficial level, like the both of you look different. You could look different, or maybe this is not your usual type. But I'm getting something here that defies logic. We also have healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Right? The energy of Master Jesus, forgiveness. So there's a strong energy of forgiveness here. And with this card of, you know, forgiving your parents, maybe there's something here about your inner child, like family wounds. Okay? Bottom of the deck, we have codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. There could have been some kind of, you know, codependent situation here for whoever this is for. And, you know, this could have created, like for this masculine, there's something here about this woman holding a coin. Maybe there was some kind of codependence, you know, codependency here, where this masculine might have felt financially responsible for this feminine. All right. But that's going to be the reading for the Divine Masculine for today. I hope that some of these messages were helpful. If they were, feel free to comment down below, letting me know how it resonated. But otherwise, I will see you next time. Bye-bye.